Like, they literally invented crabcore. So I'll be going over 10 iconic Myspace music videos that did not make it past 2010, did not make it out of Myspace. That means I'm not going to be talking about Paramore, Panic at the Disco, Pierce the Veil, My Chemical Romance. I know we love those bands, but this is a different video. This is bringing you back to the days where you're opening up Myspace and you get that major rush of serotonin where it shows like friend requests, messages, PC for PC. Hey, my name is Leah and I'm using my quarantine to make videos in my bedroom about stuff I'm interested in. Like and subscribe if you're also looking for a fun distraction from the world right now. Heading straight in, I will say none of these are ranked, so don't think that this is ranked. I'm just going in whatever order I want. First, I think it's okay to start off chronologically. This is kind of like the grandfather of like major Myspace trends. We're going with Sorry You're Not a Winner by Enter Shikari. This music video was uploaded to YouTube in 2006. It has this like green, blue, brown vibe with like, I don't know if it's like fog or like color correction or whatever is going on. Is it getting that effect because it's 240 pixels or because they're trying to be grungy? We'll probably never know, honestly. It could be both. But this music video is a major party. They fully laid out the groundwork for a bunch of post-hardcore metalcore bands to add electronic influences into their music, and their music as well as this video is super raw, and I love that you can tell the energy from this video. Next, we're gonna talk about Shake It by Metro Station, and you may be saying,
Leah, that's not forgotten. That's Miley Cyrus's brother. That's Mitchell Musso's brother.
And I will say to you, they for sure peaked in 2009. The first thing I noticed rewatching this video is that there's a ton of lens flares in the first 10 seconds. It's like to the point where it's pretty distracting. Then they break into this theater and they're in and they're dancing with this like dance crew, and then there's a full band that's extra AF, a whole like vertical thing. Mason Musso's awkward dancing in the camera, and it's like in very short shots too, so you could tell like it was awkward and they were trying to make it not awkward, like mixed in with all the other clips and like making sure they weren't showing him for too long at a time. There's also lots of studded belts in this video. There's not a shortage of studded belts. Moving on to All Time Low, and I guess All Time Low did get kind of popular, but I'm so unaware. I did find their video to Feels Like Dancin', and they ripped off Forever the Sickest Kids music video, who already ripped off the guy from Real Friends' old neon pop punk band, which I think I might also make a video about. I was obviously gonna do Dear Maria Count Me In, right? So I start watching the music video and I never watched this music video really, and I also thought, isn't this the same video as like Poppin' Champagne? Like they're like at the strip club playing, there's like quirky shit going on. So then I watched a Poppin' Champagne video, and like they are different, but it's similar enough. Although the Poppin' Champagne music video is like higher budget, way more quirky, way more fun. Then I watched the Weightless music video. That video is iconic, and after like struggling for 10 more minutes, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna talk about the Weightless music video. This video is kind of doing what Water Park's What Happens Next music video did, but like more slut-shamey and like very 2008, right? This video follows like one of their live shows, but they're just like making fun of the scene the whole time, and there's like a lot of jokes. They have these like little pop-up animation things, and like I said, there's like slut-shaming the girls, and they're making fun of Blink-182 fans, which like was really funny, and it's just kind of like pointing out all the stupid stuff going on. Next up is Stick Stickly from Attack Attack. Of course it's going to be on here. Stick Stickly is brought to you by the people who literally invented crabcore. Apart from the fact that like they really built upon this foundation that Enter Shikari had created for metalcore, bringing in more electronic influences, they also like packaged it in a way that was less raw than Enter Shikari and made it more marketable for like other people to copy. And you can see all of the themes from that time period and metalcore in this video. Not only are they wearing all black and playing outside, they also have the abandoned like warehouse, house, shed type thing. Like those are like the two tropes. You're either playing outside wearing all black, or you're wearing all black playing in an abandoned warehouse. But I also have to say, in this video, I thought that it was Caleb Shomo. Like, I thought he was the only person in this. And as I was rewatching it, I literally rewatched this 4 times trying to figure out if it was the same person or like multiple people. And I still don't know, because at one point I was like, no, it's definitely multiple people, because I could tell the tattoos are different. But then people started like singing, and then I was like, oh, but that looks like Caleb drumming. And then I was like, oh, that looks like Caleb playing guitar. Oh, that's definitely Caleb like doing vocals. Let me know if you went through the same thing, if you're also as confused. Next, I've got The City Is at War by Cobra Starship. And this was hard to choose because they had amazing homemade videos that I guess their record label made them redo, because they have a lot of music videos where they have like 2 different music videos for each of the songs. But City Is at War, in my opinion, is the most iconic and most memorable video from this band. So you've got Gabe sitting in this like white suit selling this white girl, you know, flour and sugar. They're baking stuff up and selling it. He's counting his money. Obviously, lots of references. I'm trying not to say any words that would make YouTube think this video is inappropriate. So I feel like a lot of their stuff was kind of like silly and funny, but this song was definitely more serious, so it's cool that they like had the production value to go off of that like more serious theme. We definitely should have been watching it at 13, but I mean, that's the case for a lot of this music, so I don't know what would make that special about this. Next up, I hope you don't hate me for this, we've got Freaks by Broken Side. You know I had to include this. Whether you hated them or you told people you hated them and secretly would watch their music videos at home in private, you've probably definitely seen this video from Broken Side. Michael and Seven are rapping, singing, whatever they're doing best in front of these girls who look very 2007 like, and they're holding these red Solo cups. This video, there's so much going on in this video. They've got these girls, they're standing in front of these cars, which actually is like not really a flex in this case. We've also got these green screens, but it's like they kept the green and just added these like other neon cheesy overlays on top. And there's also lots of studded belts and v-necks in this video. And the whole color palette is kind of like those like Osiris shoes back in the day. While editing, I found this shot where they popped the trunk, and this is what you see. Like, why were they squished in the trunk together? It's so dumb. And I think this video is like really interesting. This is what I figured out as I was rewatching it. Obviously this is super DIY and I have to give them props. It's like they were trying to do big baller shit on DIY budget. So that's why, like, the execution of it is just not there. I think if they tried to do a video concept that lends itself better to DIY shit, they would have had a much better outcome, but I love the ambition of it. Love it. Next video, Here in Your Arms by Hello Goodbye. This song was a cult classic. This is very sentimental to me because I watched this video nonstop. I had it downloaded to iTunes. The whole setup is that they're at Camp Oladios. Ha ha ha, get it?
Hello Goodbye in Spanish.
We've got all the guys wearing these short shorts. Everything is like bright colors. There's quirky stuff going on. Then they go to this camp dance and Forrest likes this girl and he's trying to talk to her. And then they like lock eyes. The camera does this pan thing and then they kiss. And let me tell you, it is the best filmed first kiss of all time. I maintain that to this day. I wanted my first kiss to be like this. Up next, I could not make this video without talking about Curse of Curves by Cute Is What We Aim For. YouTube always puts this video in my recommendations. This is always the suggested video. This is always that video. The YouTube algorithm loves this video. The band is like in this really fancy house and there's these cute girls and they're like not fancy, so it's like ha ha ha, fish out of water. And then this dude, honestly I don't even know his name, but he like goes up to bed with this cute girl and it's fun, it's quirky, whatever. Something that defined neon pop punk is that it was like music for like 12 to 14-year-old girls, right? That's like the only fans of these bands. The lyrics are just like steeped in misogyny and slut shaming, and it's just kind of like weird. At the time, I guess like we didn't know any better. The whole like not like other girls vibe was like all-time high at that point, right? There were definitely some like lyrics that aged poorly. I don't know, I'm not trying to like say bad things, but we know that that was the case back then, and this is just like a really good example of that. Next video, I had to talk about Alcohol by the Millionaires. So the Millionaires took over MySpace. Everyone was like, hey, these girls are talentless, like blah, 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 blah. The slut shaming and like misogyny that made all of these like dude bands so popular, it just kind of like backfired on them. They were definitely known as like the raunchy girls who like drink and party. That's definitely how this music video goes down. That's how all their music videos go down. Yeah, I had this on my MySpace profile. Any girl who was trying to be cool and edgy and not like other girls did. Every so often there's stuff that's like always like the cool thing to hate, and they were just that. I didn't realize how young they were because they were still a bit older than me, but she said that they were literally like 15 and 17 while going to these shows and playing venues that they weren't even allowed to be in. If you're interested in hearing more about what their experience was like, Finn McKenty from the Punk Rock MBA has a podcast with Melissa Marie where she talked about the experiences of her and Allison and Danny. That episode is on his podcast. He also has a YouTube channel. The final video that I'm talking about, I'm not saying it's the most iconic, but I am saying that it's the only video on this list to have premiered on Playboy. And I know I'm going to get a lot of hate again for not choosing a different video by this band, but hear me out. If you think that, you need to hear what I'm about to tell you. So this is 10 Miles Wide from Escape the Fate. I know it's not Situations, but hear me out. I did not know at the time that this video had an uncensored version that was premiered on Playboy. First, I'll go over the censored video on YouTube. So it's kind of like an airport thing. I don't know if they were trying to recreate these like Ronnie vibes since they didn't have them, or if it was just kind of like marketing, like, hey, before we had this like crazy party vibe and it worked, let's do it again. Now I'm thinking it's probably that, maybe a little bit of both, but it's this like major party, very like something you would expect from Ronnie Radke, definitely like a believable follow-up from Situations. The music video does feature Buckcherry, who's on the song, and then we've got the whole like snakes on a plane bit. We've got girls dancing everywhere, of course. In the uncensored version, these girls do not have tops on. Editing Leah here. I didn't do a good job of explaining the uncensored version of the 10 Miles Wide video. Basically, it's very 2008 as far as beauty standards. There's like very damaged, straight blonde hair. Like basically all the girls, the same girls that you see, the same vibe of the video, but it's like these girls are topless. On Playboy anymore, I couldn't find it anywhere else on the internet. Oh my god. But I wouldn't even say like you have to go watch it. I don't think it added very much to the video anyway. I think it could have been like a lot better if you're gonna do the whole like badass uncensored version of a music video, but it was 2008, so. But like I didn't consider myself an Escape the Fate fan, so I don't know what fans of theirs like thought about this video. I can only go off of like views from all of their videos combined and like compare that. Definitely the most iconic Escape the Craig music video by far. If you don't believe me and you've never seen it and you think there's no way that it could be as cool or even cooler than the Situations video, then you should go watch it and try it for yourself. That's it. That's 10 iconic MySpace music videos. If you didn't forget about these and if you've been listening to them every single week since 2009, let me know. If you think there's anything that I forgot or should have included, also, please let me know what that is. Some honorable mentions of mine, music videos that I watched over and over and over again back in the day, but didn't make this list, are Party in Your Bedroom by Cash Cash. So iconic. I watch this every single day. Zoloft from DGD, where Kurt had his like 1950s housewife hair and they're like in the woods and it's like quirky. And then also like any Hyper Crush music video, literally any Hyper Crush music video. I hope you enjoyed this. Again, like and subscribe if you want to see me talk about more shit in my bedroom.